It is so important that we all vote for this upcoming election on November 5th. I'm going to walk through the steps in using the mail-in ballot option here in Pennsylvania. First, the mail-in ballot application has to be submitted. It could be submitted online at the website or using the QR code, but what I am suggesting is bring this application directly to the voter's registration office. Turn it in, wait several minutes there, and they will give you your ballot. You can fill it in and return it, and your voting is completed. This allows you to vote early, where there's no risk of interference on Election Day. Now, I understand very many people feel Election Day is the way to go to vote. Unfortunately, things happen. People get sick, the weather is an interference, perhaps there's a power outage, shortage of ballots available at the polls, many different problems. Now, I've received a mail-in ballot ready to vote. And this is what the envelope looks like. As you can see, it has a blue bar. And on the front, I whited it out, but my name appears the way it appears for my signature to vote. All right, I whited that out, but that's what it looks like when it comes in the mail. The back of it also contains instructions that are helpful and explains the way you can return the ballot. You can return it by mail. No reflection on anyone that works for the post office, but I would not risk returning my vote by the United States Postal System. You can return it in person at the voter registration office. In our county, Monroe County, that is at 1 Quaker Alley, which is based off 6th Street in Stroudsburg. That's the most secure and direct way to submit your vote. When you open the envelope, the contents include, most importantly, your ballot. On this election, the ballot is two-sided, so critical for you to vote both front and back, particularly because with our local election, we have our representative to the state house. Now, the envelope also contains a brief, quick graphic reminder on how to conduct the vote, which I'll be going through. It also contains very complete instructions on how to complete this ballot. It contains a very important aspect of voting by mail, the secrecy envelope. When your ballot is completed, it is inserted in the secrecy envelope and, importantly, completely sealed, closed. Upon that, the return envelope has a purple bar, and the secrecy envelope goes into the return envelope. If you submit your ballot without the secrecy envelope, the ballot will not be counted. So it's critical you use the secrecy mailer. Now, the return mailing envelope is addressed to our county office, all right? And on the back, two extremely important steps must occur. Right here, where you see the X, you must sign your name as it appears on your voter registration form. So however it is addressed in the mailing envelope is the way you want to sign your name. Then you mark the month that you're submitting this envelope. In my case, it's 10 because I'm voting before November, and the day I'm submitting it. Now, it must be completely sealed. And at that point, you can submit it to your voter registration office. There will be a box receptacle there to turn it in. That box is emptied, frequently emptied through the day to make sure there's no overflow. And that has your vote going directly to where it will be counted on election day. It is a safe and secure way to make sure your vote isn't arrived early and is ready to be opened on election day. All mail-in ballots must be submitted to the voters registration office by 8 p.m. on election day. However, try to get it in early, and then there's nothing to worry about. There are some important dates to be aware of. Number one, if you're not registered to vote and you want to vote in this election, you must submit a registration request or application by October 21st. The second date to be aware of is if you're going to take advantage of the mail-in balloting option, you must have your application submitted by October 29th. And finally, when you return your mail-in ballot, you can begin to do so. Today's October 7th. Mine's going in today. So between October 7th and November 5th, you can return the ballot. I recommend you do it as early as possible. If you delay until election day on the 5th of November, that must be in the county office by 5 p.m. That's too much of a risk. Let's get these ballots turned in early. They go to the Monroe County Election Office, 1 Quaker Plaza in Stroudsburg. And that is for people who've lived in the county a long time. That's the old Sears building. It's where the parking tower is for the county administration offices. And that entrance is just off 6th Street. So let's get this ballot turned in and let's win this election for our Republican candidates. Thank you.